Mr. Bond?
Why are you giving up? Without those drums, the boat must be lighter. We can go
And
faster.
not that very pistol. Keep. There's a saying in England, where there's smoke, there's fire.
Right. Welcome back to Mr. Alright Movie Reviews and our Bond Rewind series. Today we are diving into From Russia with Love, Sean Connery's 1963 sophomore outing as 007, with a jazzy theme, gritty espionage, and a killer villain duo. Is this Bond's finest hour? Let's unpack the intrigue, gadgets, and 60s tension in just 5 minutes.
Are you sure about that?
I need to stop saying that.
I want more!
From Russia with Love features Matt Monro's smooth From Russia with Love. It's a crooner ballad that hit number 20 on the UK charts. However, it's only played in the credits. A soulful contrast to Dr. No's instrumental, blending romance with Cold War tension. But I wish they had opened the film with this, because it's a truly outstanding song, although against some great competition in the Connery era, mind you. John Barry's score amplifies the spy thriller vibe with lush strings and brass. It's a 60s classic that sets a sophisticated tone with a moody charm that defines Bond's musical legacy. And Sean Connery refines his 007, delivering a sharper and much more confident Bond. In From Russia with Love, he's a suave operative with steely resolve, navigating trapped with wit and physicality. His charm in romance and menace in fights, like the train brawl, elevate the role beyond Dr. No. Connery's blend of grit and polish outshines Moore's camp in my opinion, hooking audiences with a definitive 007. His performance solidifies Bond as a 60s icon, balancing charisma with lethal precision. Connery is joined by Daniela Bianchi as Tatiana Romanova, a seductive Soviet clerk. We've also got Robert Shaw as Red Grant, a chilling Spectre assassin. There's also Lottie Lenya as Rosie Klebb, a sinister mastermind, and the plot follows Bond decoding a Soviet defection scheme tied to the cipher machine. A gripping and iconic plot that had elements reused in other Bond movies, proving how iconic this film was. Gadgets shine in this film, a tricked out briefcase with a knife and knockout gas. The train fight and helicopter chase are iconic set pieces. And fun fact, former President JFK named this novel his favourite of the Ian Fleming books, boosting the film's hype before its release. Although tragically, this was also the last film he was ever to see at a private screening on November the 20th in 1963, just 2 days before his assassination. This film was only released in the USA on April 8th. 1964, a whole 6 months after its UK debut and 5 months removed from the assassination of John F. Kennedy.
One eternity later.
Right. Love technology. Corrupting me file halfway through. So, From Russia with Love builds on Dr. No's foundation, doubling down on the gritty espionage and the Cold War stakes, setting the tone for Goldfinger's polish. Spectre's schemes and Red Grant's menace deepen Connery's era, contrasting Moore's later camp, and the film's realistic spy thriller vibe influences Lazenby's On Her Majesty's Secret Service, as well as Craig's later grit in Casino Royale, marking the 60s as Bond's most grounded period before the escalating spectacle.
Hello.
Romanova! The door! Romanova!
and Sean Connery's 007 cements the franchise's early identity as sleek and dangerous. From Russia with Love grossed $78 million on a $2 million budget, a 1963 smash hit that adjusted for inflation hits over $800 million in 2025. That scored 97% from critics and 83% from audiences on Rotten Tomatoes, lauded for Connery's intensity and tight pacing, but noted for the dated gender roles. I could make comment in every one of these films about the slapping of women, for example, but I'm just not going to, because these films are from a different time, and thankfully attitudes have changed, but there's still plenty to enjoy in the Connery Bond era. Fans rank this as a top tier Bond, and so do I.
He seems fit enough. Have him report to me in Istanbul in 24 hours.
So where do I stand with From Russia with Love? This one is a banger. Connery is at his peak, and the train fight with Grant, for example, is just gold. The spy thriller vibe and the gadgets pop in this film. And maybe I'm just biased, but I think the Cold War settings with Cold War East versus West, I think that's one of my favourite type of Bond films. I think Tatiana's charm and Kleb's menace elevate it above Dr. No for me, though at points the pacing does drag a bit. It's Bond at his most grounded and gripping for sure, so I give it a 9 out of 10 for its tight suspense and iconic moments, but a couple dated scenes. So is this Connery's best film for you? Drop your take in the comments below, but that is From Russia with Love Decoded, and next up is Goldfinger, where the file isn't corrupted. If the Bond Rewind series has got you hooked, then smash like and subscribe. We've got 4 more episodes left. You can binge a playlist in the description where it has all my videos from my channel. But thank you very much for watching to the end. I'll see you next time.